Man, I feel like we haven't played Madden in forever. Um, it's been a really busy week. We did a lot of like D&D stuff this week, and I just been super tired, so I haven't had time during the day during my kids' naps to play my Madden game. So it's nice to be back on some Madden right now. Um, those two players, pretty sure if I remember correctly, they're people we don't want to resign for whatever reason. Yeah, that's right. We look scouting after the game. Let's get our practices in, working on our wide receivers, tight ends, secondary, and linebackers. We had pretty, sorry, actually not. I was gonna say pretty easy, but no, we there was a comeback in the last game that we nearly lost. So the next team that we play against is the Arizona Cardinals. They are a pretty good team. They have a number of superstar and X Factor offensive and defensive players. So we got to be careful with this team. This is definitely a team that in the past we have struggled against um, at points of the game, though I don't believe we've ever lost to them. But with our close call last week in Madden, be extra careful. Kind of, we went up really high on that team. We were talking a bunch of, I was talking a bunch of shit, and then all of a sudden they came back and I threw like 4 picks. So don't sleep on anybody. All right. They're 5-5 this season. That's crazy because they had a really good record last season. I'm pretty sure if we didn't play them in the playoffs, they definitely were against somebody in the playoffs. Maybe they lost the game before they played us. You can see they have an X Factor wide receiver, looks like a superstar left guard, superstar corner. I feel like there's more, unless they have some players hurt possibly. All right. So we are undefeated so far this season. We've had only 2 user games. We only have 4 users in this connected franchise mode. We won both those games, though both I feel were really close games with Airsec, our bud that plays with the Seahawks. I'd say we probably were lucky to win both those games. We're working on building up our receiving core via our tight ends and receivers. Man, Black is just such a good all around receiver. He's not an X Factor superstar like crazy, like do everything, but saw right there. He was pretty fast. His hands are the best hands on the team by far. He has very, very few drops, and then he's physical. When he blocks well. Whoa! Just barely got on that edge. Get away from him. And that's why we can't stop using armor, despite the fact that McMullen's such a more solid, consistent running back. Armor just has that speed that McMullen doesn't have. McMullen never makes that touchdown. Wow. So I forgot what I was talking about because that surprised me how big that run was. But essentially, yeah, we don't we have had a pretty good season. We've been working on some stuff. Oh, good thing he came around and got that. I almost messed that up real bad. Working on receivers, working on our secondary. Um, McElroy, our middle linebacker, is definitely somebody that's like a focus to try to like improve throughout the season. It's number 98 if you see him on my play selection. 3-4 over. Probably not the best thing, but I was talking too much. It's little short passes that the computer likes to throw. No gain. Let's go to a nickel. 2-4-5. Our secondary is definitely set up to work man, but we do work zone when we need to. They must have some players here because, man, that guy just pushed me clear out of the screen. Their running back is normally an X factor. Um, he's got to be hurt. 3rd and 3. 3 wide receivers. Let's go big nickel. Bring a blitz. Try to crash the middle here. And the safety blitz. Darby has been able to get pretty consistent sacks. I think he has like at least 1 sack every 2 games from the safety position. That's pretty good. Go look up actual safety stats on sacks. Pretty much Jamal Adams is like the only guy consistently getting sacks from the safety position. And yeah, Jamal Adams is probably like a top 3 safety in the league. You could argue that he's not the best safety in the league, but you probably ain't gonna argue that he's worse than 3rd best. Solid defensive stand there. Gave up some yards, but not a first down. All right. 3 yards a gain on both those runs. Maybe 4 yards in that last run. Just short of probably what you want, so you just don't even have to throw the ball at all. Oh, a little short there. I didn't want to throw to Horton. The guys crossing didn't look like they were in the best position. I'm going to go for this. Let's go with this Joey Armor run. It looks pretty open. It's a little risky. I was just talking about how I didn't want to take a bunch of risks, but not that big of a risk. We got it. Oh, and an injury on their side. Okay. Looks like a safety blitz possibly, or cover 3. Get that guy dropping down into like man coverage right there. Franklin able to get away from his man. Oh, nice stiff arm too. Able to fall forward for a couple more yards. 750 receiving yards for Franklin this season. That's pretty good, especially considering how we've been spreading the ball out, I think. Horton and Flores are both always involved. Black's always involved. Franklin's involved. Oh, man. That defensive tackle just destroyed Horton. This is a player we talked about, play we talked about last time. I feel like it never gets in the end zone, but it's always such good yardage in the red zone. Again, it doesn't get in the end zone. Oh, they're going to call it incomplete? They called it incomplete. Wow. And that was Black, who we just talked about how he never drops anything. Knighton right there. Similar play, a similar route from the other side. They drop to the zones, and that yellow zone you can see in their strong Eagle Slam 3, just a little too inside of that route. Lots of people use zones. Players use zones in the red zone to try to just like cover everything up, and it's pretty successful. But you can find little seams depending on your offensive play formation that you use. Little seams between them, usually right around the numbers. All right. Good start to the game. It's not even the end of the first quarter. Wow. 3 tight ends. Gonna go to a more standard like Tampa 2. Not really sure. First down. You gotta watch the guy on the far left. Oh, wow. He was so. He was like. He pushed him so hard that he was like celebrating it before the ball hit the ground. Just a review of who we got. Again, if you don't recognize any of these players, don't feel bad about it because they are all made up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you might want to go check out our video on our YouTube, kind of explaining the rules of this connected franchise mode and how it's simmed 20 years in the future so that all the players are unique. Wow. That deep handoff just got destroyed behind the line. 3rd and 15. Let's go to a cover 3. Try to guard against the deeper pass. Get a blitz on the right side. Wow. I don't know if they have just a ton of injuries or maybe they had a quarterback that left them. Because I feel like they used to have like a pretty good quarterback, an X Factor wide receiver, X Factor running back. They must have injuries or losses in offseason that I didn't notice. This is a 5-5 team. The team that we played last year was not a 5-5 team. Well, McMullen on these punt returns, I praised him once or twice, but in that type of situation, a guy with just a little more speed would probably just, if don't take that to the house, we get real close. Now he's in again, which isn't good for us. Cut that in. No, turn. Whew. Oh, McMullen's hurt. That's not good. Now I kind of feel a little bit better about letting Armour take over some of the snaps and see how he does so that we feel a little more confident if McMullen gets hurt for a long amount of time. Knighton there. Knighton's really good. Ooh, bruised ribs. No. We're going to substitute Travis in Armour. Knighton's definitely like our speedster guy. Like the drag routes are his bread and butter. Little less dangerous than the slant routes. He does not like to be hit when he catches the ball. Oh! That guy came off the edge and forced me outside so far that we ended up losing a yard. That particular play has problems like that every once in a while. All right. I want to see what this safety does that Horton's running towards on the left side. If he goes back with Franklin, we probably throw it to Horton underneath and get some good yardage. If he steps up for Horton, Franklin might be wide open on one-to-one coverage. Oh, really good play. It looked like a drop back zone by that linebacker. All right, this is a play I really like. Franklin could be wide open in man-to-man here as they cross up. If not, Knighton or Horton will be open. In the off chance that safety comes down into man or something like that, they blitz. Black could be wide open for a touchdown. Oh, Franklin just pulled away from both those guys. It looked like they were dropping into zone. Not man. Yeah, they dropped into zone. The corner was a little too far back. And it might have been the one. I don't know. It might have been flipped too. Just switch Knight to a drag here just in case for a drop down. Well, Black is wide open. We're just close enough to get that touchdown in that normally has been short. Ow. First receiving touchdown. Remember, that's just for the game, not for the season. At least I hope not. Black has at least one touchdown this season. He does have a lot of almost touchdowns, though. That is true. Mm-mm. I hear little boys that should not be awake right now walking around. Their nap time is not over, so I have to step away in a second and address that if my wife doesn't, since she's supposed to be working from home and not taking care of them. Oh, okay, good job. Good knockdown there. 1-4 for 0 yards is pretty crazy, especially with this X Factor receiver. Like, I think they're going to give them the first down here. They have 13 yards total offense, if I'm looking at these stats right. He got knocked for -9 yards, technically, if you count the sacks against them. Sorry. Oof. Very lucky there that he picked that up. Let's go for... Go outside a little bit farther with Mayo. Try to free up this right tackle for the blitz. Really good pulling guard or something like there, right there by that Clement guy. Let's do this. Cover to contain. Oh, wow. Wide open over the middle for an easy first down. Not what we wanted to have happen. All right, let's get out big nickel. They do seem to be throwing the ball a little more. Let's do some cover two. Our man coverage early on was really effective, so don't want to mix it up too much when we don't need to. Oh, there we go. First, I thought that the inside move I did kind of put it to where I wouldn't be able to get to him before he threw the ball, and then he tried to take off my way and let me readjust. Kind of spread these linebackers here. Try to hold the middle with the D tackles. Oh, there we go. If he scrambles like that, this has got to be a new quarterback for them. That's the second time that his scrambling around has led to a sack. The veteran quarterbacks that are computer controlled don't do that. They only seem to take off when they're just going to get like easy 10 or 15 yards. And now he's just holding it every play. That's our 4th sack of the game. How is it the second quarter still is the real question. Like, they're about to give me the ball back for a 4th time in the first half? That's what I'm saying. I don't know what. He just sees nothing downfield and just like moves around the pocket and tries to scramble away. I don't know what's going on. Ooh. McMullen's back, not what I want really. That injury said that he has a high chance of being hurt again. Oof. Turned what might have been another loss to a first down there with that stiff arm. 3rd and 4. Let the 2-minute warning go through. Oh, Horton dropping the ball right there. That's kind of a rarity, too. 4th down. It's going to be a rare punt from us. Too deep in our own territory to risk a 4-yard 4th down conversion. Especially if we can turn this into a deep downing. Nah, just a little too much leg on that punt. Could have downed it inside the 5. All right, well, I've tried to bring the blitz a couple times and it hasn't been working for me, so let's move to something else. Now they're just hurrying up every play. Go to cover 4. Oh, the ball nearly went into one of my receivers, or one of my defensive backs' hands. All right, if they're going to try to just throw it and hurry up every play, we probably need to move to like a dime coverage. Two deep safeties, man coverage. Just little dink and dunk passes that they probably should have been doing the whole time, but they haven't. Make sure we do the press coverage that we haven't done the last couple plays. That guy was just covered up in a blanket. 41 doesn't normally lose tight coverage like that. It's usually him getting burnt down the sideline. Like that, getting burnt on a slant. Oh, now another injury for them. Wow. Let's go to a cover 2 hard flat. Have a speedy linebacker kind of waiting for the quarterback to run or something. Oh, man, he's just holding the ball all day. He's got to be a low-level quarterback. I'll go check after the game, maybe. 2nd and 22, cover 4 drop. Oh, I guess that ball went a little higher than I could see over 23. But, man. Actually, let's go to... They're going to kick a field goal with 16 seconds left on third and 8? Am I crazy? Is that the right play there? 3rd and 8? With 16 seconds left, you're going to go for a punt? You're not going to try at least one more pass towards the end zone? Are they just thinking that that guy's taking such a beating that they're just going to go ahead and get out of this half? I mean, there's not much for me to do here. Let's see. Oh, no, timeout. Let's just negate this field goal that they kicked earlier with a field goal of our own. Oh, I might miss it, actually. Oh, no, I had enough of an angle. After last season of not being able to throw like a deep pass like ever, like a pass a lot farther than maybe like 10 or 15 yards, having a guy that can do that is so nice. Oh, whoa. Good thing he was there. All right. Sounds like the boys have gone back to sleep. So, yeah, that's what, 5 sacks in the first half? They really need to try to step up protection for him. Let's bring that safety blitz again off this side. Oh, oh wow! Nearly pulled through everyone right there. Zimmerman, besides taking sacks, he has recovered quite a bit. In the first quarter, he's 1-4 for 0 yards. He's 100 yards now, and 8 more completions. So can't really talk too much crap. It's kind of like that last game where they were so bad in the first half, and then close to the start of the second, they actually started to do anything. That was just more of the same, to be honest. Just sit there in that middle zone and wait for some little dunk pass to come to me. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, he's not gonna know what to do in that situation. Just a free rusher off the end. You saw him. It's so funny that a computer can like a low awareness young quarterback could just you see him freeze and be like, oh no, just run away. Of course, that situation it's too late by that time. Franklin just juking that guy out of his shoes again. Oh, that guy too. He's having a monster game. 80-yard touchdown after that catch right before half. We missed out on the opportunity to make him to increase his development earlier on because of a user game versus Airsec that ran really close. We had to just do whatever we could to win the game. Hopefully, after this game, he gets another chance. Same thing with Mayo to possibly become an X factor. He has 3 sacks in this game. He's had a pretty good season overall. That's kind of the next step for our team. We need some guys to take that step to superstar and X factor. Try to get some of those abilities that'll really make a difference in a user game. Oh, wow. I came off my block like just the wrong angle, and then I completely missed him. Okay. That guy slowed him down just enough to grab him. 5 carries for 11 yards. That's pretty bad. Actually, I like that cover 1 contain. Oh, turn around. Man, some of the receivers are just really hard to bring down. Him in particular. Oh, what a great play by 51 to keep his eyes on the ball. That's definitely a play, though, that if I saw it against me, I'd just be like, Madden bullshit. Oh, I just effed that tackle up right there, too. Got a little too early on the big hit. I was trying to hit him as he caught it, and I just was a little farther away than I thought I was. Actually, That's not what we want to do. Oh, play got off before I could help it. Oh, what a great read. He was supposed to drop back into zone coverage right there. And he saw no one was blocking him, and the quarterback was just wide open on like a boot and just came straight in at him. That's the type of linebacker play that we haven't had in this league so far. Turned his shallow zone into almost a spy. Out of bounds at 13 yard is pretty good. All right, Armor's in. Four yards. Man, I just realized he has a lot of yards, but not a lot of carries. I wish he could have held his block on 58 a little longer. That's really annoying. Let's go tight end under Flores. On a more true in. Oh, Horton wide open. They just split their zones right around him. So as he cut, he just entered an open area in the middle of the field. I mean, Horton's still a beast, but talk about somebody that's taken a step back stat-wise, just because the rest of the team has really developed more. That was a little risky right there, but I tried to throw it to his right, to my right, and keep it away from the guy covering him on the left side. Oh, whoa! Oh, wow, that tackle didn't even work. It was the guy that came from the right that actually tackled me. Okay, so this play didn't work. Okay, never mind. It ended the quarter. I'm not really worried about the clock at all because obviously we're winning by so much. That kind of surprised me that the third quarter went so fast. But we have been running more. Oof, that guy came from the side. 26, the corner, or the safety, he came over out of nowhere. Thought I was going to get a first down on that run. Ran away from that guy a little bit to get that first down. Rushing defense is 10th, and they've given up over 100 yards this game already. Makes sense. All right. If Franklin and Flores can get a block, this could be a really... No, not a good run at all. Never mind. Ignore everything I said before that play started. Did not get a block at all. Okay, I picked this move, but I really wanted to play something like this. I want to see if Horton can get open. If not, pull either the safety away from Franklin or Flores. Oh, that was a terrible pass. Okay, pressure inaccurate. I was trying to get to Flores as he crossed deep, but it was nowhere near. I'm really surprised that wasn't a pick, actually. No. Let's look at those tight end seams. Oh, ball knocked out otherwise. That's a first down. I'll be okay with that. We'll punt. Try to kick it out. Close to the end zone. A little inaccurate. Might actually help. Oh, that's beautiful. Inside the 10. Can't argue with those results. All right. Let's see. God. I thought it was 86 there, too. That's 85. They just have really good elusiveness on some of these wide receivers. Bring this middle linebackers a little late. Oh, got picked up by that running back. They had like max protect on. '16 might be wide open off the line here. Oh, shit. The guys have just gotten really, like, they've anticipated all the big hits after getting hit all game. They've been dodging the first hit. I gotta stop using the big hit stick. Touch pass inaccurate. Okay. There we go. I mean, this game's over, but stats-wise, I'd really like to go in with just those 3 points scored. I've given up a lot of points this year so far, despite going undefeated. Oof. I said I needed to stop big hitting, and then I did it again, and it just gave up 10 more yards. It's one of those things where you can say and know what you need to do and just keep doing what you want to do the whole time. Oh, 41 finally gets the interception off of like being a little bit behind his man. Second interception for the year. Worry a little bit about McMullen getting these carries in the end of the game. Okay, this plays Joey Armour, so we don't need McMullen getting hurt, despite Armour being pretty good so far this season. Ugh. No chance on the outside on the right side right there. See if Horton get this left side block on the counter. It wasn't even him that gave it up. 6.5 yards a carry, though. No, most of it's from that big run early in the game, but they still count. There's another first down by him. I don't know why I hurried that up, but yeah, he's out of stamina now anyways. Just need to set it up to chew clock and get out of this game. We'll just put it in a dive. Flip it to the other side. One more play, game over. They aren't even calling timeouts. They know it's over. And that'll be the end of the game. Hey, not bad. Not a bad game considering it had like probably 3 or 4 days off since we played last. That team has issues, though. The Cardinals last year were a really good team. I want to say that Airsuck lost to them twice last year. They gave all of our division played the other users last year, and they gave both other players fits in their games with them. Not to say that they lost to them, but they gave them. They were like, "Oh man, watch out for that team! Like that team's really good." I wonder what happened. Game day. When you make all your game day goals, you know the other team had a bad day. Stay undefeated, gain 250 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. I didn't even know those were the goals. All the guys we want to get points, getting points. So Mayo. Darby, who's coming along really nicely. I know that my thing. This is one of the few positions that I disagree with on my scheme right now. Run support. I mean, he obviously is pretty good at run support, hit power, tackling, play recognition, but I kind of want to get him better at hybrid more than that. That'll hurt him in development though. If you haven't played this year's Madden, and probably the same in next year's Madden if they don't change these systems, is that not fitting your scheme means that you're not eligible in practice and in game for extra experience gain. I think scheme matching is like a 25 or 50% increase in XP, which is not insignificant. Especially for defensive players, where unless you're dismantling them every play, they may not be getting the experience that like they could. Because if they don't put up stats, they're not going to get any like big experience. They're not going to win awards. And unless you're really good at manning a certain position, that it's hard to raise that position up. See, okay, somebody isn't set to ready, so I'm just gonna set to ready real quick before I do anything. We can look at our scouting. I actually really like where our safeties are at, but I don't. Yeah, I haven't scouted a single safety at. Oh no, one safety. That's it. So I just kind of want to look at these guys real quick. My guys that I have are locked up for quite a long time, but I also have a scouting thing where if you can see, the first skill is only 11 points, 7 points, and 3 points. If you go to something like linebacker, it's actually 15, 10, 5 because my coach is set up to scout those better. So get a couple out of the way right now. I can use some more points later on for other positions. That's not bad. Oh, that's really bad. I shouldn't even finish that. A 5th round player with 1st round grade. It's pretty good. Hey, if you're in this league right now and you're watching, turn it off. That's actually, these free safeties are pretty good. My free safety, I don't have an opening to free safety though, so it's hard to go out of my way to draft one of these guys. But there's nothing that says you can't. The corners have been a disappointment in this draft again. There's 2 guys in the 1st round that I'll probably never get a shot at, and then a couple more guys in the 1st round I probably won't get a shot at. The rest of these look pretty bad. C plus man coverage on a man corner. I have 7 points left, so I'm just going to go ahead and see the next thing. F zone coverage is his next thing. So that guy's probably not even a 4th rounder. Ugh. Well, nice to get a big win on an opponent that I thought might be a little tough. Let's go look at their roster real quick because I feel like they got killed somewhere along the way. Just to see if I'm crazy or blind. So their wide receiver that's X Factor's 30. Yeah, that's an injured X Factor 30-year-old running back. And then QB, they used to have a decent QB. Oh, he's 31 years old. They must have lost their starting QB and had to go with a veteran like backup to start their team. It's got to be what's happened here. A 76 overall 31-year-old has to be some type of like mistake in free agency for them. Yeah, they went from their 90 overall to their 72 overall running back. And their number 2 receiver's hurt. Okay, so last time we played them, they had Malone, who's 85, who we saw was hard to take down and obviously like could get open a little bit. He was hurt. 89. It must be their tight end that was 86. Yeah, 86. Birmingham. He's hard to take down. They're missing him, so Knox is the only other viable target. Really, I don't feel like I saw him get like any catches. I don't feel like Edwards got any catches. So they definitely took a step back from last year. All right, that's it for Madden today. I think tonight we're gonna be playing some other games. I don't know if we've really picked it yet though. I enjoyed Grounded the other night. If you haven't checked it out, it's on the Xbox Game Pass and Steam. It's in early access. It's a survival game about kind of like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. Or you can check out our YouTube video, which I'm supposed to be posting right now, of that gameplay, or check out our VOD on our Twitch channel of it. Definitely fun. The guy I was playing it with though was kind of like he liked it, but he didn't love it. So I might play a little bit more on my own. We talked about getting maybe this other game that's similar to it that just came out on Steam called Satisfactory, which is like factory building and more race resource collection and things like that type of game. Kind of a more chill game than we're used to. We're used to like really hectic Risk of Rain and like Borderlands and like COD and things like that. So it might be a nice like chill stream tonight if we play one of those. If not, I probably plan on doing yeah, my YouTube is the same as Twitch. It should just be like Luck the Turtle if you look it up. Um, there's a Lucky the Turtle I think on YouTube, but it's not. I can. It's linked. It's linked in the page. If you look at my Twitch page, it's like one of my links on my bio. So YouTube isn't as good about just having like your name. It's not like YouTube backslash Luck the Turtle like Twitch is. It's kind of just like numbers and letters and stuff. But I can link it in a second in the chat. Um, if none of that happens, at the very least, we'll be playing more Risk of Rain, which we love. Me and Hip Hop Gunstar, one of our mods here, play a lot of co-op. And in 12 days, the full release of Risk of Rain 2 comes out. So I want to do some achievement hunting to unlock some more abilities and things in that. In our last video, we got to level 20, which is a first for us. In order to get unlock skins for the characters, you have to get to level 20 on like the hardest difficulty. So I know that he expressed some want to do that. I want to do some of the just achievement hunting things with some of the crazier characters to get more abilities unlocked for them. So that's like a fallback plan right now. But we may play that Satisfactory game. Let me pull up my YouTube real quick, and I'll link it in the chat if it's hard to see other places. So that's our YouTube channel. I do need to post videos from this week. So the last video that's up is like last weekend's games of Madden and stuff like that, I think. But it'll be updated shortly. But if you check it out, make sure to like and subscribe any video. Subscribe to the channel, like any videos that you see, and give us some views because mainly it's just a backlog for our VODs right now. All right, let me get back to doing that and then, babysitting kids all day. That's my job. So I'll see y'all later tonight.